Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated in memory of Masha Bas Batsheva. For anyone who's done some investing, or smart investing for that matter, usually those people are playing the long game, right? They're not looking at what the market's doing right now, they're looking towards the future. What's the market going to do in 6 months, and try, based on that, doing investment. The long game, what's the potential here? And when you do that, then even when there's a downturn, instead of viewing it as, oh no, this is a problem, they view it as an opportunity. This is an opportunity that if you're able to, you get into and you can get great deals. In this week's Torah portion, Parsha Pinchas, a big section of the Torah portion discusses the different Jewish holidays and what was done in the temple during those holidays, the different sacrifices, the service, etc. Before it begins, and kicks off the list of things that were done on the holidays, it first says what was done on Shabbos. What was the service on Shabbos? And the question that is asked is, why is the Shabbos combined with the other holidays? Now, you may think, well, Shabbos and the holidays are pretty similar. It makes sense for them to be on the same list. But they actually are quite different in a certain aspect. Holidays, the Jewish holidays commemorate specific events that took place, in Jewish history. And they're celebrated on specific dates. They're very much tied to the calendar. They could fall out at different times every year. While Shabbos commemorates creation itself, the creation of the world, and it's not connected with a specific date, as opposed to it's actually connected to a specific day of the week, right? The seventh day. It doesn't make a difference what date of the month that is. The seventh day of the week is Shabbos. So why are they all combined together? The explanation is like this. The Jewish holidays all stem from the first Jewish holiday, which is Passover, the Exodus from Egypt. Right? Everything that took place afterwards, it all kind of branched out from there, right? Then came Shavuot, the giving of the Torah, then came Sukkot and Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, while they were in the desert. It all came from the Exodus of Egypt. And while there are many themes that we can learn and took place during the Exodus of Egypt, there is one we want to focus on. And that is the idea of, were the Jewish people even worthy of being redeemed? And there's a lot of commentaries on this, but the overarching idea is that on its face value, the Jewish people were not worthy of being redeemed. They were no saints. When they were redeemed from Egypt, the Medrash tells us they were on the 49th level, 49th out of 50 level of impurity. They were this close to being irredeemable. And yet God got us out of there in the nick of time. Why? Why did God do this for us even though we weren't worthy? It's because God was playing the long game. See, what Hashem was looking at is the potential of the Jewish nation. Not were they worthy in that moment, but for what they were going to accomplish. They were going to receive the Torah at Mount Sinai, become the Jewish nation, and change the world. God was looking towards the future, not towards the past, not what they have done, but what they're going to do and what they have the potential to do. And so the theme of the holidays, really brings out this idea of looking towards the future. The creation of the world actually has the same idea, has a similar idea. Before the creation of the world, you would think, what was the point? Why create the world? Why create the human species? What's the point? What was God looking for? But you see, God was not looking, God had a vision. And that vision was what can be accomplished in this world. And so when God created the world and put, imperfect human beings on it, God wasn't looking for perfection. God was looking for the potential of what could be accomplished on this amazing planet. And so Shabbos very much shares a similar theme to the holidays. This idea of looking at the potential of somebody, looking to the future, playing the long game. And this is a very powerful lesson because many times, we look at our past, and many of us have checkered pasts when it comes to many different things, decisions we made that we wish we hadn't, and we might think and look at our present situation and say, I don't know if I'm worthy of a relationship with God or of God's, mercy, etc., or God's blessings. God is not judging us just for what we've done. God is looking what you can do. And God believes we have the potential to be awesome human beings and do amazing things. The very fact that we're still here on this world is because God still trusts and knows what we're capable of. So yes, we can absolutely be awesome, and that begins right now. Because potential and future begins right now in this moment. Shabbat Shalom.